Yo, what is good? My anniversary. So what is good, yo? Man, it's kind of crazy to see the third Hokage still being such a front runner in this show. Um, I was honestly not expecting to see him take such a prominent role, like such a big moment in this episode. So it was cool to see. He's not my favorite character, but if there's a character that I thought continuously gained more and more like cool information about him, the longer he was around, or like as soon as he was kind of gone, like people kept always bringing up these really cool like topic of debates when it comes to his character. So it's nice to see someone who also had like that appreciation for him really get to talk, right? Like we know the grandson really cares about his grandfather and all that stuff, but to be fair, we had no idea um, the level of people that he's touched, the most people that he has actually helped get to a better position than they are already because at the end of the day, we all suffer from something or another. And if we don't, then we're blessed. And you don't have as much perspective as some people who have really gone through it. So it's those types of things that make you wonder, how far are you going to, you know, see these characters go, especially after him giving this whole entire in-depth backstory on him in the third Hokage. It's not looking so good, man. Like, if I have seen anything, you never want to tell your backstory. Okay, like, just don't do it, man. um, and I've seen a lot of anime, so you might want to trust me on this. But regardless, it definitely sucks to know that there was so many amazing characters back in the day that if they were around in this time period, they would still be amazing to watch, learn from, and to overall gauge where they were going to head towards the end of in the future and stuff like that. So, with that being said, um, this whole entire episode was really filler feeling, even though it had the main plot in it. It still felt like they just didn't want to get to it, right? Like these are the types of stuff that you start seeing repeatedly a lot, and I think this is where like fans and people start to just like lose interest because even when we get to a really hype moment of this vessel dropping, we all of a sudden are just dropped down into a whole entire backstory that, you know, no one, there's certain people that don't like the third Hokage, right? Like, I'm not saying everybody should like this character. Not everybody probably even cares about this character that was watching Boruto, right? So for me, it's really something that I just get to reminisce about of the character and just how cool he was and stuff. For the Boruto fans that are new, like this was a waste of time for them, right? Like if they don't care about these characters, if they don't care about seeing these things that took place in the past, that even us, sh- uh, you know, sh- um, Shippuden watcher, I was gonna say Shonen watchers, that was weird. Us Shippuden watchers, we already have a lot of information, but this is new to us. There's no one that's watched Shippuden that knew about this, right? So that's the type of stuff that Boruto has always brought to the table that I cared about, is a chance to learn more about characters, a chance to elaborate on stories that, maybe we could ultimately see them play out in a back like a you know, flashback type of scenario. There's so much that could happen, but seeing the third Hokage handle these people who were using a curse seal that as soon as they seed fit the kid failed, they were just going to straight up, straight up body him, right? So it's crazy to think that's the world that was introduced to us as the fans, right? Like that's a normal thing. Like put a curse seal on a kid and then have him try to assassinate one of these strongest people of all times, or at least try to assassinate someone that might have a weakness for kids. Seeing how the third Hokage was the person taking in kids that lost their parents during the wars and stuff like that, it only made sense that we were going to see someone try to take advantage of whatever it is that they knew about him, and they did. And even then, they still get bopped, and he still makes it so his students, his loved ones, survive the day, and he ends up showcasing just how much of a leader he truly is, and that's so many reasons why I love the third Hokage, and I'm glad we got to see something about him before the series inevitably ends, right? Because they don't have to say anything about these old characters; they choose to, and I really do like that. So, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you guys sooner than later because I got some plans for y'all, video wise, because we are going to be dead without anime for quite some time. At least the shows that we have already been talking about until like January. So I got y'all. I've been looking into some stuff and I'm gonna work it out. Alright, peace.